Hello, and welcome to Russia-Ukraine News, where we cover every latest on Russian invasion on Ukraine. Please make sure to subscribe and like the video. A brutal sect of Chechen soldiers executed closely wounded Russian troops in a hospital that lies northwest of Bucha, witnesses have claimed. The Kadarovtsi, who have been used as a PR device in Vladimir Putin's war, allegedly murdered their personal comrades and operated a torture chamber in a tumbler factory on Yablonska Street, confirming previous reviews by Ukraine's Ombudsman for Human Rights, Lyudmila Denisova. Artem Hurin, a member of the town council of the neighboring metropolis of Irpin who additionally serves as a deputy commander in Ukraine's territorial defense forces, was one of the first to go to Borodyanka, northwest of Bucha, after the Russians retreated remaining month. He said they could convey closely wounded Russian infantrymen to a huge hospital that they'd there, and those who had been very closely wounded, they could simply shoot them. No one apart from the Kadarovtsi did this. Hurin recalled the frightening memories of torture and rape from citizens and noticed proof of executed civilians who lay at the street, the Daily Beast reviews. According to residents of the metropolis, the killer squad of Chechen combatants, called Kadarovtsi, had accomplished human beings as early as March 5. One lady recalled how she continued 4 days of torture with the aid of using one Kadarovtsi soldier and one Belarusian soldier earlier than they brutally shot her husband with inside the head. Meanwhile, the Bucha mayor, Anatoly Fedorik, claimed Chechen troops tied white bands round prisoners' arms who were captured that had been much like the ones discovered at the bodies of accomplished civilians. Opening up about civilians who tried to depart their houses to get meals and water, Hurin added, they didn't permit them to do anything. There they simply killed people through binoculars, for example. They simply shot them. Many Chechen soldiers had been fighting along the Russian army, which waged wars in opposition to Chechnya, a Muslim republic in southern Russia, among 1994 and 2000. This comes as the cities round Kiev, which had been recaptured with the aid of using Ukrainian forces, have revealed terrible atrocities, with the bodies of masses of useless civilians piled up after Putin withdrew his band of thugs. Russia has denied concentrated on civilians regardless of the various memories of gang rape, sexual abuse in the front of children, torture and executions to emerge from the barbaric war. A United Nations assignment to Bucha documented the illegal killing, along with the aid of using process execution, of a few 50 civilians there, the UN's Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights said. Forensic exams completed on civilian corpses dumped in mass graves inside the Kiev Place display ladies had been raped earlier than being brutally killed. Dozens of autopsies were completed on mutilated corpses from Bucha, Irpin, and Borodyanka, with many showing signs of torture and more than one bullet holes inside the lower back. Some were so badly disfigured or maybe decapitated that investigators were unable to discover them. Vladislav Perovsky, a Ukrainian forensic medical doctor who completed the autopsies, told The Guardian, "We have already got some instances which advocate that those ladies have been raped earlier than being shot to death. We cannot deliver greater information as my colleagues are nevertheless accumulating the information and we nevertheless have masses of our bodies to examine." His crew has been analyzing 15 bodies a day, with maximum killed with the aid of using automatic gunfire. He added, there are many burnt bodies and closely disfigured bodies which are simply not possible to discover. The face will be smashed into pieces, you cannot position it lower back together, from time to time there may be no head at all. The proof has been handed directly to the place's senior prosecutor, Olet Kolenko, for similarly investigations. Last month, a set of Chechen combatants had been visible firing heavy device weapons closer to residential homes in Ukraine's besieged town of Mariupol on a video launched on TikTok. The footage, shared with the aid of using Kremlin-allied Chechen warlord Ramzan Kadyrov, additionally confirmed the Chechen soldiers apparently celebrating because the camera panned to reveal the hollowed-out shells of destroyed rental blocks. The soldiers, wearing camouflaged army gear, pumped their fists to the camera and will be heard shouting Allahu Akbar. On his Telegram channel, Kadyrov claimed his combatants had been clearing the territory of the Nazis, parroting a line utilized by Russian President Vladimir Putin and his propaganda device to justify the invasion of Ukraine. Mariupol has visible a number of the maximum excessive combating considering the fact that Putin ordered his armies into Ukraine on February 24. Russian forces were shelling the town indiscriminately, raising big swathes of. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this edition of the news. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.